Welcome everyone to Steam Hibernation. I'm HuggyDave providing you with a little unboxing of sorts, although better put in a spoiler alert straight away. I have played a lot of this game before, and I indeed was part of the Kickstarter for it, so vested interest posted right there. This is Ninja Pizza Girl, and I mentioned it in a video I did a couple of days ago, the A Wildcat Girl Peers video, and I kind of said that it was still in early access, but then I kind of checked and it wasn't, so my bad. So we're gonna go for a new game here because I've beaten it, I think. So let's go straight for the story mode of it. The game kind of has quite a nice tutorial. Basically, the idea is it's this kind of interesting little kind of 2D parkour game where you have to deliver pizza in a quick time before it gets cold. Basically, there's something quite cutesy about it, and there's something a bit more to the story aspect of it, which is quite interesting. Okay. So that's your control very quickly. You can run, you can collect stuff, you can get QR codes. The junk stuff lets you buy things. The QR codes unlock art, I think. Oops, shite. Yeah, and if you do tricks, which is when the kind of words appear, it gives you one interesting thing about it is there is actually no way of falling off, even though it's a platformer. So like there is always a path to get through, even if it's the lower. I'm really not showing this up very well. So which is something I do like. It's something a lot of parkour games don't do. They usually have one prescriptive route, and I like how this doesn't. Usually a lot better than this actually. If you're falling from a high place, you can press hold B and it will land you. If you get a full start thing, then the music goes like all dubsteppy and you can move faster. And that'll keep going until you like lose your momentum, like so. Speed is all that matters if you're going after grades. Yeah, I've got an A rank on that before. So you're gonna see this game somewhat. Yes, there is a storyline about a man not wearing pants, and I think that is the best way to showcase the. It's kind of half sense of humour and half kind of charming after-school special. So it's kind of interesting. It's kind of a lot like real problems, but at the same time in this kind of weird mechacorp. I do actually quite like a lot of the music. It's there is some kind of very. Some of it's quite clubby, but other stuff is actually quite like. There's quite a bit of like. There's kind of like it kind of gets the kind of 80s dystopian atmosphere quite well. Oh yeah, and the swirly thing gets you straight what we got before. Yeah. But yeah, that, obviously again, like you say, it lasts until until you stop. It's quite good. I like a game which kind of feeds on momentum. Really, that's the way a parkour game should be. Shit, didn't need to do that. You can lose, although it'll take us a few levels for me to show you how. You can actually lose your momentum entirely, so when the screen goes completely grey, you lose, but it's kind of tied to your mood. And, oh shit. It is something quite interesting, kind of charming. Like the game was designed. I should probably explain some of the elements of the Kickstarter. Really, the game was designed to. It's kind of a family company, and it's based. And the main character there, the Ninja Pizza Girl herself, is based on the developer's daughter. Yeah, fascinating story, and it's kind of her kind of battling with kind of bullying and teenage angst and teenage depression, stuff like that, and a lot of the storylines are kind of inspired by that. Okay, so this is and you'll see that when we face some of the really some of the enemies and in the game. Yes, this game does have enemies. They are ninjas, but they're not the ninjas you expect. They're basically ninja hoodies. That guy, for instance. Ninjas who are ninja hoodies who are absolute tossers. I googled ninjutsu. I like that. Yeah, there's a couple of ways around them. You can dive kick, which generally you can hit them with it, but generally I just usually get out of the way like that. Oh, there we go. Or you can slide, which has a better chance of hitting them. They changed the pacing actually, because I remember on the alpha or the beta, it actually took several missions before you actually got to an enemy. But, see, so that's happened. So you get these people kind of laughing, and that's quite annoying. Well, it's meant to be, obviously. But like all that's in this game, all that's hurt is your pride. But if your pride gets hurt too much, you kind of just stop you can actually lose and stop, and the run stops, which is quite cool and quite a nice way of kind of showcasing the kind of effect bullying can have. Even if kind of generally it does make this feel like kind of one of those inspirational music videos. I'm thinking Katy Perry's Firework, basically. So you especially when you get to like the special dubstep thing, it's like a weird dubstep remix. Alright, so what we got here? That must be an A, surely. Yeah. Is this? So there is another thing as well, like you can actually get like upgrades and like special things which will help you, which will increase your moves. I mean, you don't need to do this generally. You can, so you can pick outfits and stuff as well, like loads that kind of exist. Although a lot of them are kind of variations on theme. Something called material, we'll have that. Seeing that kind of perks you up and gives you, and lets you kind of boost everything for the next level. I think that boosts your kind of starting stuff, which obviously means you can speedrun it a bit quicker. There's some interesting, so that's one of the kind of interesting mechanics. And there's other stuff you can unlock as well, like concept art and things like that. I haven't seen the whole story. I actually quite like it. It's nothing groundbreaking, but it's fun. It's quite witty written, and it's it's kind of got an all-age appeal. What else? Yeah, so this is bollock. There we go. Yeah, so the screen can get grayer and grimier. Oh, that was lucky. Hit kind of one. I suppose the other thing as well is when you're in this kind of mode, it's easy to see the enemies because the enemies kind of tend to hide a lot more in later levels. I definitely didn't mean to do that. I kind of faced the water there. But yeah, I mean the key to it is just keep moving when you've got the boost, and you won't lose it. I never had it that long actually. I didn't know the song actually ended. So can we get no? Oh well. But hey, it's interesting. After playing a bunch of games I'd really had no experience of, and yeah, that finger isn't great. But I do like a lot of the art. Oh, apart from that. No pants, no pizza. That's dear, oh dear. So basically, the kind of game will solve. There's a bunch of episodes. I think there's like 6 in total. They're all relatively short, so you can kind of you can get to the game quite quick. I think it took me like an hour and a half. I mean, obviously, I played some of these missions before. I'm going to try and get to one of the missions where there's something a bit more interesting happening. I might load up my old save. No, I won't. Oh yeah, wobbly one. Yeah, so it kind of shows. So there's some kind of interesting things about kind of showing, kind of, you know, kind of teenagey problems in a way that isn't really condescending or like false, I suppose. And that there's something there is something to be said that kind of games need that. I need to go back. Forward, there we go. Graphically, I quite like the graphical style. It's simplistic enough. It's obviously I believe it's a Unity game, but not that really matters since Oddworld New and Taste is a Unity game. That's gorgeous. I love that. I kind of love the kind of lighting effect and the kind of that kind of elements of the visual aesthetic. I like the controls. I like the level design's quite good, and like there is multiple ways of attacking a level. Although generally there's only one right way to do it. There's only one way to do it if you want to get an A rank. But oops, shit. There we go. Should get another boost there. Not that it matters because we're home. Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, so so yeah, so there's like there's plenty of stuff you can do. I believe at some point you can actually unlock I mean, there's difficulty modes, which basically just change how much time you have. You can unlock kind of stuff like grade craziness stuff is quite fun. Like you can have like stuff like double jumps. First person mode in particular is ridiculous because your controls are still left and right, so it's kind of insane. But you get stuff like bonus like comics and things like that. It's quite cool. I'm fine with that. We'll get to the end of this set of levels and then I think that should be enough for the video. Yeah. So this was it's so successful in Kickstarter. I actually joined the Kickstarter. Actually, that's not true. I joined the Kickstarter. I paid for it after the Kickstarter finished. Like I was running low on money that month, and so I couldn't actually afford to start until the kind of month after. By that point, the Kickstarter finished. However, I did pledge towards it, and I got like the early edition of it. I was going to do it earlier as a Steam Hibernation, but I kind of decided Steam Hibernation should always be for games that I've actually released, rather than ones you can pick up. Although that said, there's a couple of early access games I'm playing currently which are absolutely fantastic and do deserve your attention. That would, just in case anyone's interested, that would be 2000XX, which is a kind of procedurally generated roguelike-y version of Mega Man X, which is absolutely wonderful and fantastic. And it's actually really, actually has quite a nice, interesting visual style, even though it kind of looks like a kind of tween Flash when you first see it. And the other one is Slime Rancher, which is probably a bit more of an obvious example, because that game is, really getting a lot of buzz, deservedly so, because it looks so wild and it looks really polished, given like it's like a version 0.24. Like there's a lot of stuff they've already got in the game. Like you could probably sell it now, and you know, wait, you can sell Street Fighter 5 the way it is. You know, you can sell that. Yeah, so you get a lot of the kind of these kind of character archetypes. You got someone who's got a kind of kind of nervous condition or a mental health condition. You gotta and you got and you learn tolerance and respect. And you got people who are bullies. And it turns out they're not. They're it's quite sweet. It is something quite cool though. Yeah. I'm kind of trying to be a bit coy about the game because I do recommend people play it, even though there isn't a whole lot of content to it. The game's not that expensive, and I do quite I quite like it. So it's so I mean at some point I am actually going to do an isometrics, but I need to start doing that again on game length and kind of perception of value. Generally, the kind of idea that a lot of AAA games are becoming more artificially lengthened to kind of justify extortionate pricing, then extortionate pricing for DLC. Like you've seen that with like later Assassin's Creed, are particularly bad for this, but you see it in stuff like Rise of the Tomb Raider and pretty much any game with a crafting system these days, where there's a lot of drive. Oh, ow, you dick. And you dicks as well for laughing. Yeah. So, and my kind of view of it is it's based on the overall core of the game experience. So if you have like an incredible game that's only like an hour and a half long, like say the beginner's guide, I'm going to say that's well worth it. And that was one of my games of the year for that reason. Yeah, so that's quite good. It's like she kind of learn, I mean, it's kind of like just mini episodes and stuff, but it's quite, there is something quite charming about it. It doesn't intrude. This actually, I know which mission this is. This is there's some levels which aren't just run from point A to point B in enough time. There is this one, right? And so this is her kind of present. Is that she's going to show? She's going to try and get kind of get to the end of the level with as much excitement as possible. Yeah. So it's basically just. I'd argue you probably should have a mission like this to begin with. And that said, I do like the song they've used here. Ah, I don't usually fall on that one, so. Yeah, I had a phase where I played this a lot. I play through it in various alpha states, because it's kind of one of those games where you can kind of just pick up, play like one or two missions and be like, and then feel real and feel like you got a nice little thrill out of it. Also, I'm an absolute sucker for parkour platform. It's like I will still play like Assassin's Creed and stuff, and I love the kind of new Tomb Raider for pretty much that reason. Right, that should be that. Yeah. Because the game keeps complaining about it. I can't remember. believe you have to actually go out. Oh, that's what it's pointing towards. Yeah. Alright, fine. We'll adjust the difficulty. Put it on 4, just because. So, yeah. So that's so this is kind of the basically the things. You got the time pressure, what level the bullying does. So and obviously the more bullying that happens, the less chance you have of getting through. So go on, we'll have 1 or 2 more missions on super hard difficulty, because I haven't actually played that the super hard levels yet. Let's go forward, just a random WWFSD. No idea what that means. So let's just go for that. Oh, damn it! I didn't mean to quit out. It's, yeah, I mean, there's something charming about it, and I'm gonna say, like, for, even though it's relatively simple, it's got something that does make me come back. It keeps making me come back to it. And I suppose it kind of gives you, it's I suppose kind of one of the missions kind of epitomises that. It makes you feel like you can fly, like you can. It's not a terribly difficult. It's an easy to learn game. But like you can really get a lot of a lot of stuff you can do to improve and get very good at some of the missions. God, I do hate this song though. This is just brutally loud. And also I will say the final mission is ridiculous. I wonder if I am able to say. I hope I'm. I think because I picked new game, I don't actually have that anymore, so I can't show. Anything else I noticed? There's occasional bits of slowdown, which I believe are due to kind of issues with the engine, but you barely see it, and it doesn't generally, and oddly for a platform, it doesn't really affect the game that much. Chances are, if you're not there. Oh shit, I just realised the time! Oh, I'm no chance of beating it now. So yeah, so let's try that again. So yeah, we I've never actually beaten a mission on the full difficulty, so I think what we're gonna do is this is gonna be our challenge. Right, so the key to it is the Sonic principle. High paths are always quicker, because it's hard to stay on the highest path. Fine. As I kind of proved there, because the highest path is up that way. And I believe on pro, on the kind of higher levels of difficulty, the only way through is to smash. Right. There you go, take that. We're getting there. We might actually be able to. I don't remember the track. I don't remember the course very well, but we may have just enough time to do it. Shit, no! Cock! Oh, bug it that up. Ah. Right. Right. We're gonna do this mission. The remainder of this video may be full of jump cuts and me just swearing profusely. Yeah. I played some of the later. I kind of increased the difficulty mostly to shake to shut up when I first played it, but I didn't increase it very high. The game at some point is probably going to attempt to lower the difficulty. I don't. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm blaming the game for that. The slow mo threw me off there. Probably already messed it up, but cock. But we'll endure. You absolute dick. No, I think we've already lost, but we'll try and get through it. Yeah, as you can see, yeah, so I mean I can show you the so like the sound gets more muted and I've lost anyway, but oh god, the game actually is going. It's actually telling me to make it easier. No, you told me to make it harder. You know, I'm gonna let your. I made your bed. I've got to lie in it. I kind of want to prove as well, because generally when I play Steam Hibernation, I'm really bad at the games I play, and I want to prove that I am good at some games. Jump. Oh, no! Not what I want to do. Fuck off. 9 shouldn't be doable. Shit. Balls. Right. I'm falling through nothing. Right. Give it a few more goes. If we can't do it, then I'll throw my hands up and scream. But I mean, again, I suppose that's some of the things where you got that kind of time trial aspect to it, which is oh shit, no. The one thing I don't like about the mechanic is a lot of times you'll get the excitement thing at the absolute worst time possible. There we go. But you both that time. There we go. Now we're getting there. Now we're cooking on some kind of gas. I actually like this version of the kind of. Oh yes! Yeah! Oh, brilliant. 4 out of 13 junk, but who cares? I did it. Terribly lonely, romantically speaking. So that's kind of the thing. It's like you're delivering pizza, but you're also bringing people together. So that's kind of a setup, and I'm gonna leave it on a cliffhanger because I want you to buy this game because it's really good. I really enjoy it. I mean, it's not perfect, obviously. There's kind of the difficulties kind of fluctuate somewhat. Some of the later levels get incredibly infuriating with enemy placement. The final boss is just stupid and not actually very fun. And obviously, there isn't a whole lot of content, so you have to kind of make your own fun with a lot of it. But the core mechanics are superb, and I really enjoyed playing it, and I enjoyed doing this mission as well. There's a speedrun mode, so you can do like single player modes and all that kind of stuff. Thank you very much for watching. I've been HuggyDave. This has been Steam Hibernation, and Disco PC is going to be the next game I cover. I'm just waiting for the game to finish preloading. It will be out 24. The game's out 24th, although my video will probably be out on the 25th. This will be out on the 24th. with any luck, it may be the 25th, depends on how well, depends on encoding, probably more likely the 25th. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.